Almost the last for the best. Laurens Holst alias Grauw. Nice to have you here. Please put the micro
That's
there.
me.
That's you.
That's
and
me.
and then also you are releasing. I'm in contact with Team Next,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew that something was going on with the hardware because their needs
Mm-hmm.
of they need a very large size cartridge.
Yes.
And Lawrence came to the rescue.
Yeah. I was already like.
Can you put it here?
Oh yeah, I was already working with them on the project a little bit. I was helping with the music replayer, but yeah, they wanted to have a lot of space, and so it so happened that I was working on because of this, I started working on a larger version of the ASCII 16 memory mapper. So I made one that supports up to 8 megabytes instead of 4, which is normally the limit. So we should have a room for a lot more game data, a lot more graphics, a lot more music.
And now you have delivered.
Yeah. It's I can show it on the camera for people who look at the camera. It's like
What other side? Okay.
there it is.
There it is. If you make it nearer, it would be possible to copy the components.
Oh, that's fine. It's all open source. It's I'm not gonna be spending the effort to produce these for other people. People can order themselves from PCBWay or something like that. They can assemble it for people.
Okay, I see. And now, from this project, I see you wanted to make it cheap.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So I made a lot of effort to make it cheap. For example, it's only a two-sided PCB, but the components are on one side only, which is cheaper to manufacture. Also, I want to keep the chip count down. They're all logic chips. I didn't include an FPGA, first of all, because I don't know anything about that, but also because they're more expensive. Usually.
So
and sometimes a bit hard to get as well. So yeah, this is supposed to be very easy, and the PCBWay or a service like that will have access to all the components.
So here, what we have is a flash ROM or something.
Yeah, it's just a flash ROM cartridge, really, with ASCII 16 mapper, and it's 8 megabytes. It is slightly small change from the ASCII 16 standard mapper. It's small change to make it support 8 megabytes, and then you can just load stuff on it, and it supports also writing, right? Because it's a flash memory. So games made for it can also use it to, for example, store save games or high scores. So that's also an interesting possibility. Okay,
let's talk about the price. How the price for a few what's the plan to the cost, the expense to be?
Yeah, so the cost depends on the quantity that you order with PCBWay, but or some other service like JLC PCB. But basically, I think I estimate, depending on how much you order, the price is somewhere between 10 to 15 euros. So if you have a small quantity, it's about 15 euros. If it's a large quantity, like 100 or 200, it's maybe 10 euros. That's about
10 euros.
Yeah, so it's like the PCB is a couple euros, and then the flash chip is a couple euros, and then there's the various components and the assembly costs.
Okay, this opens because at this moment there are some other possibilities to make large size cartridges, maybe with Raspberry Pi, with the Pico, I mean, and also with USB chips in it and so on. And then, but this way it keeps you can afford, you can have cartridge. And then stay. You said you are not delving into FPGAs.
Yeah.
So this means that if somebody wanted to have an SCC here, it's no.
That's not possible. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
It's like it's just like for me already. Electronics is new. And I wanted to keep it somewhat simple as well for me to do.
Okay.
And cheap. So.
No, and then also, well, chances to expand it to 16 megabyte? I wonder. Just
so
not like 16 megabyte.
it does require a new design, because the problem is that the memory chips, that those are the top two chips on the board. Those are not the memory chips, the registers, and the register chips are 9 bits. So
no 16 megabyte.
And 16 megabytes would require 10 bits. So that means, like, if you want to do 16, you gotta like double up those chips. So you have to have 4 instead of 2. So it's a bit more complicated, and the board does get a bit crowded, a bit cramped. So I felt like for now 8 megabytes is already much more than people had available to them so far. And also, actually, I think there's not that many like open source designs that support 4 megabytes even. So in that sense, even if you want to make a 4 megabyte mega ROM, this might also be interesting.
Okay, I see. Also, are you in in any project right now besides this?
Not really. I'm contributing a little bit to USAS 2. USAS 2. But that's fairly casual, to be honest. I'm just doing the replayer on my own leisure.
I suspect you already made your contribution and a hell of
And I did that. And so, like, other projects right now, not really. Just whatever I find that interests me might pull me in.
Because besides MSX GOTO 40, I could not see you here for a long time.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I think, if my memory does not fail me,
I might have missed last year, maybe. Yeah, that's true. But no, yeah, like I'm just doing, like, maybe I'm less active on the forums nowadays. But I'm just still like looking at MSX stuff. It's just like, this was a fairly large project for me, also because I was working on the emulator support along with it. So that just took my time, and the replayer for USAS 2 was fairly also quite a lot of work. So very often those projects just take a long time, and I also like need to sometimes take a break.
Okay, then Laurens, thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
I hope to meet you again next time, for instance, next GOTO 40, for instance.
Oh, for sure. I've already booked my ticket.
Okay, everybody buy tickets for GOTO 40. Don't repent again. See you next time.
Bye.